Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives.
I don't want you to come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a prime minister, and is a prime minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want labor rights carry that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them. I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie. Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. I don't like people tell lie for me.
The government, because the economy is growing, the government is now giving young people who are registered in heart approximately $150 each month to help them with the bus fare and help them with the lunch money. So nobody has any excuse not to go to school to learn a skill because you're getting help with the bus fare and help with the lunch money as well. If that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So if that is not transformational, I don't know what is.
There is no tracking of people. There is no curtailing of people saying anything that is negative. That is absolutely not the case.
The person was tracked and their identity discovered.
Anyone can say anything and it is amplified around the country and around the world. And it is important that as we protect the rights of our people and protect the right to freedom of expression and speech, that at the same time it is grounded in truth.
Some 60 odd shelters across the country.
Go to any of our 780 plus shelters.
We have 900 shelters right across the island.
Good morning, guys. How you guys doing? I'm doing wonderful. This is very serious. 28 bank accounts, money moving around like a scammer. So like what? Embezzlement, wire fraud. What else, people? Tell me. What else the feds can slap on him? Drinking my tea this morning and eating Excelsior water crackers. No. Let's get tonight. This brother is something else, and I'm looking forward to hear from the PNP. Mark Golden said in a statement yesterday, the man deceived Jamaica. Very deceptive. And he also said he's not going to respond to it until they thoroughly go through these documents. Because it's a lot of paperwork. Can you hear me, guys? Good morning. You not hear me? I'm going to show you so that man have to leave office, you know. Yes, I'm going to face him judgment. Just like the scammer them, illicit enrichment. Same thing. The difference between the scammer and this politician, scammer rob from overseas people, politician rob from poor people. And this is not a justification or me and back up in a scammer come and believe say it's wrong. And wrong is wrong, you can't get right out of wrong. Scammer got jail, got prison, politician don't. They get to keep them loot when they take from poor people. This is not right. And more of hear Mark Golden have to say about the whole thing. You know, based on me hear Mark Golden say it's deceptive. Mark Golden said the PM misled the country. And listen, it good. It don't sound good. The Prime Minister misled the country.
And we're going to have to study carefully before we make any substantive comment on it. But it's clear that the Prime Minister has been under investigation for this enrichment. And he's known it since May 2023. And with a recommendation that the matter be sent to the Financial Investigation Division, the law enforcement agency, for further investigation. And that means statutory declarations cannot be certified until these issues are resolved. So that's a very serious matter because the Prime Minister himself publicly stated that he wasn't aware of anyone on his side who was under investigation for this enrichment when he himself was one of the 6 who are now named.
So what do you hear Mark Golden say? The Prime Minister misled the country over his illicit enrichment probe. Opposition leader Mark Golden has suggested that the Prime Minister Andrew Onis misled the country when he told media last year he wasn't aware of any Jamaican Labour Party parliamentarians being under investigation for illicit enrichment. The People's National Party president was speaking with Observer following the tabling of 179-page Integrity Commission IC report in Parliament on Tuesday. While he refused to make a substantive comment pending further examination of the report, Golden shared, it's clear that the Prime Minister has been under investigation for illicit enrichment. People in one of the 8. It's clear that the Prime Minister has been under investigation for illicit enrichment, and he has known it since May in 2023. There's a recommendation that the matter be sent to the Financial Investigation Division, which is a law enforcement agency for further investigation, and that its statutory declarations cannot be certified until these issues are resolved. So that's a very serious matter, he continued. Golden noted that Onis had previously denied awareness that any of his party members were involved in an illicit enrichment probe. The Prime Minister himself publicly stated that he wasn't aware of anyone on his side who was under investigation for illicit enrichment when he himself was one of the 6, Golden said. In August 2023, the Prime Minister had told journalists as he toured the Clarendon Northern constituency that he is not aware of any of the party's parliamentarians being investigated for illicit enrichment by the IC, and that his constituency elicited a negative response. This is what the goal owner said. I have asked as far and as wide, and I haven't got that response from anyone. But as far as I have been told, no, he said. This is what the man saying when he man an investigation. When his brothers are part of the six. Jamaica, how can you ever believe this man again and trust this man again? Me never believe a word or a number coming from this party. Not a letter and a number. I keep telling you guys. This is not like a government. It is like a run criminal organization. And while them run this criminal organization, they might pressure the poor people of Jamaica. It's not like they might share the loot. They might make sure to steal a life out of you and implementing all these laws and this nonsense, this cashless, this needs and Samoa agreement and send the troops to Haiti. Just all this negative and not try to legalize OBI in the country. We don't see this sexual registry list is not public. We want to see that public too. This is like a criminal organization instead of a properly run government. The IC has recommended that both the Financial Investigation and Division, FID, and Tax Administration Jamaica examine aspects of the financial affairs of the Prime Minister. So the TAJ and the FID, because the Prime Minister have business when record a negative pan, but him loan money from the same business at $1 million. This Prime Minister is not paying taxes and is building his businesses in Jamaica. That's why he would try to hide him stuff overseas and bank account. But this man is a crook. He's a tax dodger. People in the comment section. If you what the feds can really charge this man, pan? Money laundering, evading taxes, wire fraud, bank fraud. Men a liar. Anybody know about law? Based on all these things I hear about such man from yesterday. What are some of the charges this man can be slapped with? That him left himself open to. This man like him a rogue and have no sense what he's doing. Brother, is on that klepto, a sick person would have do all these things, you know. What you expect to get to with this? Let's continue. The matters that have been referred to the FID and the Tax Administration of Jamaica involves over $150 million worth of transaction with various companies, include Barita Investment, and includes a $94,000 US bond. One of his son is affiliated with one of the companies that have been mentioned. Him sonning up people. So this is a family affair. May say accounting a mother and father and rare man named upon the account and like money and move around. Then him son. A long time I hear about him son them involvement in a business. From them a minor, very young minor. You see them name a call upon business as this and that, all of St. Lucia. People now watch Zara Burton. The company with which I am the I'm directly associated with is, hold on there. Can I read this good for you now? Owners has since strongly rejected the recommendation, stating, let it be known that I have complied with any obligation placed on me within the law. Bro, there's too much. The Integrity Commission makes sure so them put you out there real good enough. There's no way you can come back from this. They make sure that all I's and cross all T's. You can see how they work, and we don't read it yet. The Integrity Commission dash you like a dirty jars water bass. There's no, you think them and put something out there so they nail you up? They nail you up. The Integrity Commission that you put a road, you know, Mark Golden build it, put it together, and just like the best baby father for ideas, you say you are, you always a copy ideas and put out there. But what you never know is that the Integrity Commission is different. You did it because you want to look good in the face of the world. And if you read it, people go back and read it. In my research, when I was reading it, how come Andrew Owners take up this Integrity Commission when he knows he have no integrity? Why did he do it? Him do it because the corruption index was in the toilet. And the man do it so we could get loan. Do you hear me say? The man did it so we could get loan. More money. You know, more money for the credit card. More than bigger maximum limit. Credit limit. That he want money. Because the international people them look for we as corrupt and thief. So we couldn't get no money, people. I'm read about it. That's one of the reasons Andrew Owners go implement the Integrity Commission Act of 2017. I want you guys to listen to me. So when I hear him come out and attack something that he gave birth to, is he the best baby father? That means in the bed when the pick near make, don't it? But we know say Mark Golding are the real father. He man to accept the jacket. But he man raise this jacket we call the Integrity Commission. I didn't understand it. When he find out how much it work, I get too close to him. He put on many gag order on it. Cut off the foot, cut off the hand, trim up the Integrity Commission until them can hardly operate. Gag order everywhere is a gag. Important information not coming to the Jamaican people. Because this man seems to want to gag everything. Isn't that what a crook would do? You don't want them, don't want you to see them dirt. So this man drag his sons in this scheme with him. Remember, his mother and his father, Jesus, named the bank account that money I moved through. But Zara Burton had told us who this man really is already. Zara Burton had told us who this man is. Long time. She did a wonderful job. Trust me, Zara. You did a wonderful job, sister. I cannot stop praising you for the work you do. There's none like you in Jamaica. Nothing like you. So this is what Otis has said. Otis has since strongly rejected the recommendation, stating, "Let it be known that I have complied with any obligation placed on me within the law. The company with which I am the director associated in complaint and is in compliance and up to date with tax filings." You hear man say? You can't believe that. The company which I am the directly associated with is compliant and up to date with its tax filing. A long time I'm gonna have tax problem and don't want to pay taxes. Long time. The man of company right now, people are no taxes in record. Zero man report people. But out of the same building, you look at madness agwana, pay madness agwana. How you got taking on the money out of one mouth and I report that to the tax administration of Jamaica, but you find how much $1 million to ship road out of the same account, lend yourself. Me not understand. Who only say I have worked hard wisely and honestly. For real, boss? For real, at 3 years now where we pay a statutory declaration to be made, have to be verified and made public, boss. You have not signed a code of conduct, Andrew Owners. We forgot your corruption at the Ministry of Education. How come you don't challenge that? You claim you can challenge this, you know. You did it at the same time when they came out by you. When they came out and investigated the Integrity Commission, the corruption you did at the Ministry of Education, you as the Education Minister. Remember, you say the Integrity Commission Act need to be revisited. And you got to do something to it. It need to be this and that. At the same thing you're going with now, like you want to do something to the Integrity Commission Act. Something where you create, but you never know, say, it will hold crooks accountable. You never know, say, it will hold crooks accountable. So now it's doing its job with such a harsh working environment. Actually, a deadly, and I repeat, a very deadly working environment the people are working in because one of them gets shot. Isn't that a deadly job? And you as the Prime Minister, again, remember, it was after your attack the first time the man gets shot. Remember, it was after your attack, Andrew Onis, the first time the people get attacked, briefcase get taken away, man get caught up in the parking lot. Here you are in Parliament again, major attack against the investigators who investigate you. This is more Trump-like. This is Trump-like. Coming out again, like you're setting up Jamaica from your bully pulpit to go after these people. I think these people should get more security. Take Sleeper Mark that the same man come out against him before. The first time they come out against him gather and say something needs to be done about the Integrity Commission Act. Then they say, dirty mouth, Warmington, Riverton, dump material, come out and claim say my table something in a parliament. Remove the power from the Integrity Commission and give it to who? None other than the DPP. I want you guys to listen to me this morning because I'm going somewhere. Share my work, please. That's all I have to do this morning. Yeah? Hit up the like button. Let it go out there to people. The message that must go out there. So people, the man want to remove the power from the Integrity Commission, get a woman here. Miss not enough evidence. You know, who remember Miss not enough evidence? Who remember her? Who remember Miss not enough evidence? I don't want to remove the power from the Integrity Commission and give to her. Why me to try that in the parliament? Gaga everywhere. It's like when a man give many stabs and cut off your toe, cut off your foot, tab you up on your foot bottom. You can't walk, and when you tab you on your foot bottom, you crawl upon the knee, and you just take one sledgehammer and take out your knee. And you crawl upon the elbow, and just look by your elbow and just broke it. You are roll. People, you get juke all over your body, you can't roll, you can't escape. I saw them and them treat the Integrity Commission. I saw the Prime Minister and the cronies them treat the Integrity Commission, you know. I saw them treat the Integrity Commission, you know. I see when them treat it and them have the people who back him in all different ways, even some of them supernaturally. You have the people them back him in all type of ways, people. Like a criminal organization. A criminal organization cannot be successful unless it have people in every area to cover the bars. You have to have actors, recruit people in certain areas to make everything smooth. A criminal organization is that, you know. You have to have people that will do the dirt for you. And yes, you do anything to keep them in office by all means necessary. Come here, Jamaican people. Look who we're talking about. A man will have so much dirt upon him, people. So much money, 28 bank account. The whole time the man in the office, the man do not about wickedness and cruelty to the poor people. I'm going to show you this man. Because, you know, say, big up 18 degrees not. May I tell you, Zara Burton, boy, as she make this possible, people. Zara Burton really start a lot of things, and her work still exists, even at today's report from the Integrity Commission. Because the brother just can't get out of the dude when get in her. But while them brother, I'm going to make the ear Zara Burton and watch how this thing started. I'm going to make the listen how this thing started, because with everything we are going right now, there's so much report, because Zara Burton do some fresh work, you know, with this man's son and this brother named Hassan in some dirt. But we're going to read these things. People not going to hear everything because when I hide nothing, you know, and as we get to understand this Integrity Commission report, we have the things in it where bad more and more. And we're going to, things are going to come out to you. If it's not from this platform, other vloggers will. You guys will hear it because people are listening. Vloggers are working hard. Trust me. Vloggers are fixing thumbnail already. Stay there. Huh. And we're now going to make them escape this time. I'm going to show you how cruel this brother be. On the screen, you see Andrew Onis and Horace Chang. Why do man do all this wickedness in the office, take all this money? Cruelty to poor people. I'm going to show you this man. Ah, boy. I know here say money move from SSL to Andrew Onis account. The Integrity Commission, and I may say so. The Integrity Commission tell you say money move from SSL straight in Andrew Onis account. Whether it was Usain Bolt money or his own investment, we don't know. While these guys are doing so much things in the office, the man look on himself. I'm going to show you say the man wicked. The man give himself 300% raise and say what he might get cannot suffice. Look at the wickedness. The Prime Minister look on himself and give himself 300% raise with the help of the Rhodes Scholar, Nigel Clark. Nigel Clark come out and this big old dance where the financial superpower of the Caribbean, the same time tax revenue dip. Last year, we read the corporate taxes revenue trickle last year. And while the revenue a dip last year, that means say the economy I feel it last year, a tremble last year. The economy look like it a buckle last year. Last year was when them boy I think to help the economy buckle more, to kick the country over the cliff by taking 300% raise. And I'm telling you, the country cannot sustain that. No business cannot sustain giving no employee 300% raise. That's not how raise go. No company can sustain giving employees 300% raise. No country can survive giving politicians 300% raise. If a company does that, they might go under, bankrupt. If a country does that, that means they want to bankrupt your own country. Look at it good. If they bankrupt this brother, want to mash up Jamaica. Everything bad this brother bring to the country. The Samoa agreement for bring teacher youth them about homosexuality in the school. Is Jamaica ready for that yet? Sending soldiers to Haiti, legalizing Obia. This brother is something else. It's a disaster to Jamaica. Moving around money, 28 bank accounts. Gina and Panton alone in prison. Please release the damn woman. Let her out. Let out Gina and Panton if nobody's in a jail with her. Let her out. It's unfair for her alone to be in jail when she already come out and confess. So she did it with the assistance of SSL boss. That's not my word. She said that. She did it with the assistance of SSL boss because she was promised something. But while the whole of them criminal line officer Teef from the poor people, them look for the poor people and pressure them. Them don't decide to share the loot. We can't even go up on our beach. This man has sell out everything. Take a 1,200 acre land one place, give the Chinese, and 740 acres, give the Chinese take over our country. Indian take over our country. We don't have no talking our own country. We could like look up picking in our own country. Under this a leader, yeah. Under this a leader. Him talk about Radam. Eh? Chang. Tell the police them to shoot, to kill. Because when them get shot, him now send no ambulance for them. Because criminals are depleting the resources of the healthcare system. Chang now is a medical doctor. Medical doctor should work with the motto, do no harm. Ain't it, people? We're not in the medical field, but we hear stuff like that, don't it? A medical doctor should what? Do no harm. Now become Minister of National Security. He's telling police officers, shoot to kill. Because if gunman and police in a shootout and a man gets shot in a full-time arm and shoulder, drop the gun and surrender. What he's saying, because this is what I'm learning from him. If I'm a police, I should go over them and finish the job. Because him now send no ambulance and he will back me because him are the Minister of National Security. So he might tell me if shoot to kill. Because if me can't have a man 9 foot or a shoulder and the man a beg for life, which is a criminal, the ambulance ain't coming. And on top of that, the Minister of National Security said they might cost the government too much money. So therefore, we must go ahead and just finish the job. This man is a medical doctor. Can't make this up. Nothing but hardship for the people who them rule while them hurt them and steal and enjoy them pocket full of money. Chang here, the medical doctor, the Minister of National Security, said the police must shoot to kill. And as far as me understand, that meaning to me like, if you shot a criminal 9 foot, nobody thinks me I bring ambulance because none now come. We're not sending it. Remember the man is a medical doctor. Him say now send no ambulance, right? Tell me if the man if you have no medical license, how the man attack. He said now send no ambulance. Now he become a Minister of National Security. Police must shoot to kill because no ambulance now come. Because the criminal them are take too much resources from healthcare. Okay. Andrew Honest just recently. What did he say? What did he say to the police, to the bad man them, or whoever I'm talk to? Because always Radam, the prime minister talk to the country, you know. There's no compassion, talk, no empathy, no exercise when I address the youth in the nation. 15 years, Radam, meet the judge, face the judge, or meet your maker. These are the kind of conversation Andrew have when I talk to the youth. No, you're the prime minister. Face the judge, or meet your maker. You saw them wicked when it comes to the people, them. Not but wicked intention, cruel intentions, and people have to be. The prime minister say, echo the same thing where the Minister of National Security say. Shoot to kill. This man say, face the judge or meet your maker. From the private side, all this tough, cruel chat the whole time, them in the office, a fat them pocket. Cruel. Let me show you some of the cruelty this morning. Cruel to the poor. That's cruel. Good gosh, that's cruel to the poor. That's cruel. Who remember during the Big C, when the cruise ship workers came to Jamaica, this brother sent them back out at sea in the abyss of the virus. Who remember that? This brother cruel enough. See, I forgot while him there Jamaica fat in pocket. 28 accounts and move around money. Like a whole family affair. Your son, your one to your wife account. How much account she have? Eh? Me no hear nothing about her yet, you know. You wait till fear hit the fan. Eh? It's like your mother, father, picnic them. It's a whole family affair, brother. This is stupidity. Remember when the cruise ship worker they come to Jamaica, you send them back out of seas, you know. Cruelty. Them come home, right home. You send them out then at the virus, then the deep into the abyss after the people them came home. You did that. At time Rick's Cafe open every day and you're bridging them rest hotel. Party are going. Rick's Cafe are boom when everybody lock up. Look where you treat the farm worker them. Farm worker them wrote letter and say a slavery environment them are working in Canada. You claim say send Carl Samuda over there. Him come back, him not see nothing wrong with that. Most recently, the United Nations agree with the Jamaican farm worker them letter. Most recently, that means the United Nations agree with the Jamaican farm workers letter that they wrote that the life that they're living in, the living condition, working condition in Canada is like slaves. Carl Samuda went to Canada. Did him come back with an say investigate? What did he come back with? Nothing, people. Look on the man in living condition. I'm going to show you a few pictures. This is how farm workers live when they go to Canada. Mold, rats, roaches, spiders, dirty living condition. Many of these men come from beautiful homes in Jamaica. Not everybody come from squalor. But because most of the things them see come out of Jamaica, zinc fence and ghetto. Just like the things that come out of Africa, a hungry picnic and flying at them yai. Yeah? So when they think about Jamaica, they think that everybody from Jamaica came from this. No, you get it wrong. A lot of these farm workers come from very good homes. Yeah? A lot of farm workers come from very good homes. Hats off to the most important people on the face of the planet. Farmers. Nobody else is as important as you. As everybody put on them clothes this morning going out, it is a farmer that send them out to work. So hats off to farmers. But then people and have no respect for Jamaica people. Eh? No respect at the United Nations. Right up there, they did the video. Agreed with what Jamaica, echoed what Jamaica farm workers them wrote. So it's a slave condition they're working under. But our own government didn't see anything wrong with that. While them boy are thief from we, not but cruel coming to the poor. The Prime Minister say, face a judge or meet your maker. The Minister of National Security say, basically, Radam, shoot to kill, because him, the medical doctor, no, the Minister of National Security say, I'm not sending an ambulance if nobody get injured out there, shot, because it costs the country too much money in health care. So they must just finish the job. That's my understanding of that. While Andrew owners are take a move on stuff in 28 accounts. Bernard Lodge, the man go by Bernard Lodge, go tear down the people in house. The man go by Bernard Lodge, go tear down the people in house when they build upon Finland and government land, but because the man want to get the land to give him friend them. The man go mash down the people in house. The man come out and line in parliament and tell we say, gangs a sell land and a build house over there. Up till now, I see no gang member over there. And the teacher that was arrested, which was from his constituency, basically a labor right teacher, where he was seen in picture with many times. It was a principal of a school who was involved in selling land over there, not gang members. But because they did not do the investigation, the government that now run like a government, that run like a criminal organization, hurt poor people for the rich. I'll give you a pattern of that this morning. Bernard Lodge was such one. The land was not for poor. It's for some rich people that want to give it. So the government got mashed on poor people's house. The one woman who was caught was a teacher, principal. What happened to that case? What happened to Dalrymple case? What happened to Rural Reed case? So I know when I know what happened to the teacher, the gang member who was selling land in Bernard Lodge. What happened to her? You saw Jamaica run people? People who see what Jamaica is, that brother I want corrupt brother I say. So if you go away. Andrew Honest need to step down. Andrew Honest, this is unsustainable. We can't sustain this. This is too much corrupt. This is heavy. Andrew Honest need to step down. I may expect the PNP to call for you the resignation this morning. I mean, then what else the PNP could have come give? What else could have come out of Mark Golding mouth more than ask you to resign? Me serious. What else could come from the PNP? Remember, Mark Golding said, I made us play for you a while ago. I'm ready. Right? Then I go through it thoroughly before they make any official response, which is wise decision. But what else could come from the PNP other than asking this man to step down? Nothing else will not accept. Nothing else. This man must go. Jamaica deserve better than that. You're not God, you're not Lord. Who look like your own Jamaica? You buy Jamaica with the fools a minute. Man, go by Bernard Lodge. Go mash up Bernard Lodge. The same day Bernard Lodge a mash up, him send a letter over Lowidersville. Lowidersville? Yeah. Send a letter over Lowidersville, another sugarcane settlement where the people them live there from generation because their grandparents used to work on sugar farm. The same day the man's people is so cruel, this man being a people. Me I show you, know. The same day we are watch in the news or Bernard Lodge a mash up, you know, house them, you know. And the same day him send the people in Lowidersville get letters for them sitting at the manage too, you know. No, if you're there at Lowidersville and see the government a mash up Bernard Lodge and you get a notice too, for them a evict you can't sleep, you have blood pressure right away. That them sitting there, you will get a heart attack. You will get a heart attack. You live on this property for decades because your parents work on sugar plantation. And the same day you're watching at the media how Bernard Lodge houses are get teared down, it is the same day paperwork come to all of us in Lowidersville. Do not forget. Some of you guys forget that. It was the same day. Come and follow this story. I made the story upon it. The same day, not tomorrow, next week, last week, the day before. It was the same day. Many of you guys did not know, huh? It was the same day. Bernard Lodge get mashed down. The people at Lowidersville get threatening letter. Say government will come over the next, come evict them. And if you are see that happen to Bernard Lodge and you find yourself in the same situation over Lowidersville, we said that will give people heart attack, blood pressure gone up. That will kill your stress. This man is nothing but stress and destruction to the people of Jamaica. Him not treat with kind. No love to the Jamaican people. No heart him not have and show people mercy. Him not show people mercy. Shoot to kill the Bernard Lodge. You left from there, so you go down White River. You get crane and go down there, pull up the youth them raft out of the river. All because me I hear one light-skinned man from up one rafting company up the river. What's his name again? You got the name of him. Calypso. Rafting or something like that. I'm not sure, but one light-skinned man that owned the rafting company up there, so. Big neck. When you mash up the youth them raft for him, you know. When you mash up the youth them raft for some other people. When you mash up the youth them raft, come and see him come out and complain about how him pay taxes and how him clean river. I know them boy they down river, they no clear taxes, and when him raft I go down there. So much I own bungle up down on the raft, a traffic jam, him tourists can't get the slide through on the raft. But instead of coming down there and reason with the raft for them, and we are reason together, say, hey, when my raft them are coming, I'm a tube, allow me space to come through, line up on the raft, make we all coexist together. It seems as if the man go complain to politician and do nothing. When I take crane, go down there. Lift up the youth them raft out of water. Cut them up. Andrew owners did not care if them have picnic to feed. Andrew owners did not care if them have mortgage to pay, rent to pay, light to pay. Andrew owners don't care if you have a car where you take out from the bank and you have that to pay. Cut off your source. Don't give a damn. Don't give a damn. Andrew owners also sending man them out to go mash up and cat in a market. Just did a day, miss one. Why you destroy a hand cart when you can simple tell a hand cart man to leave? Why you mash up people's stall when you can simple ticket them? It is not a criminal offense to violate a zone. It is a ticketable offense. But this man create criminals out of the people them who violate a zone of them selling, whether they have a hand cart or a stall. How you all turn people not criminal who left them yard come out for them honest bread? This man's a wicked man the whole time he juggle money. A 28 account, we need some explanation for the account then. Come and understand about that. That 28 account. Look like you'll have the Sunday night. Like it's a family affair that I hear about account with the name in your mother and your father and all them nonsense there. No, where your wife fall in all of this? What's up with her? What's her investigation going to turn out to be? Is she one of the illicit 8 or the earlier illicit 6, which 2 were added and they make it 8? If you are illicit, you're part of illicit 6, your wife got to be part of it too, bro. That's how I look at it. I believe your wife is part of it too. How are we going to separate? Wicked to the people the whole time you're fatting yourself, brother. Mash up the raft, them. Look what you do. Look what you do. Let's look what you do, man. Mash up the people them stall and steal them goods. Cut them foot from under them. Just throw everything in one truck and police, whether jeans, pants, food, and this and that. Throw everything in one truck like you're going to throw it away. Then the police, them thief it. People tell me, say, them get them goods confiscated and them stole it. They never get it back. Why are the poor people like that, Andrew? 28 account you got. You're a wicked man. One time are you alone must nice. You're picking your mother and your father and everybody. Everybody must nice. Not you and your wife. And look how you find heart to even go mash up a man's stall. When you do these things. None of these people in criminality like when you're in an office, You're in an office and do all these things, but you find time to go down and market, go mash up people's stall and card. Before you give them a ticket and say, remove from this zone, you never treat it like a hog and goat. The man take hammer, bust up stall. Wicked to the poor. Wicked to the poor. Look how you oppress the taxi man them. Look how you oppress the taxi man with the new road traffic law. Y'all come out to and talk about say you want traffic taxi man never bring around car seat in a them taxi. To carry up to 12-year-old picnic must be in a car seat. I want wicked government to just wicked and not thinking does come with all different type of wicked ways. That's what I say on this platform before many times, man, Jonas. How can a man be so old and so cruel? It have to be something that you grow with you. Like maybe you so set cats afire, dogs, you used to hurt animals. You used to hurt dumb things when he was younger. How can a grown man so cruel in your old days unless it's something you develop younger and you work on it? It's some development. You used to like dog and let them, what you used to do with animal, this is a cruelty. Many times I say this for my platform. Look how you treat the taxi man them. Look how you treat motorists. Look how you treat them. Look how you treat Jamaica people. Not but foot pan them neck. The whole time you have fat in the place. I introduce some more agreement. Send soldier got Haiti. You are legalized. Obia, you are nothing but wrong for the country. Wrong, my brother. Wrong. Look how you pressure poor people of Jamaica. Vehicle man don't come here for a minute. Taxi man. People have them personal vehicle in Jamaica. Come here. We still have these videos in the library because I do them already. Look how them banner wicked. Now, me have a brethren just by himself a look a bus in Jamaica. The man say I run up and down and look for green plate and how them treat him at these offices yesterday. They must say from office to office, very unprofessional, all these government office work. If you have a private bus, I want to do private stuff in Jamaica. This young man, the man bus parking in him yard right now because the man now got a road because the man want green plate, kind know them put him under pressure. You can't drive a little bus in a Jamaica for your personal self with regular plate. You know, care passenger or anything. Make sure this man wicked. I'm not sure this man. This is how me look on Andrew Honest. Just like we see on the screen. That's how I think about him. That's how I look at him. Just like I see on the screen. May I share something this morning, people? How wicked this man be. Look at that. It's a foreign. Can't happen in Jamaica. Look at that. That's a foreign. Can't happen in Jamaica. Look at that. Foreign. Can't happen in Jamaica. Them boy, I make sure them oppressed even the little breeze on a blow. If them boy could have cut off the wind and charge for the breeze where inhaling their nose. And Jonas said, I do it, you know. This is a man, a modern day Hitler. We don't see it. Stay there. Now, the pickup truck you see on the screen. A foreign, as you can see, personal business, personal truck, no require no green plate. Black leaders are the worst, you know. From the Caribbean to Africa, you know. They have to go, you know. Black leaders are the worst. They're designed to hurt us. Designed to be thief and hurt the people. The truck on the screen. In America, you can see all the dog. See dog house there. Look on the right side of your screen. Right above the back light. You see dog house there? The beige looking stuff, you just see the top height. They might move them goods, them everything they own, all them dog in the back of the truck, it look like. Dog house. The dog probably in the truck with him. Or probably in the thing, we don't know. But man, I move them personal stuff in the personal pickup. You're not using it as a commercial vehicle, just drop and do stuff and work out like that. Is your personal truck. In Jamaica, them create hardship, engineered hardship. Them engineer something to make life harder for Jamaicans. Why them a thief money? You have to have green plate to do personal stuff. You can't carry water in your pickup truck at Jamaica for your personal use without having green plate. You can't carry hog feeding. Go feed your hog and your goat them, your fowl them a yard in your personal truck at Jamaica. The black man make sure of that. In the white man country, the white man don't do that. The white man allow you to use your vehicle. If you have a pickup truck in Jamaica, you're going to move certain things. And personal stuff not talking. If you want some hog feeding on the hardware and you have green plate, you have to go charter a pickup truck with green plate while you have a pickup truck at home to do your personal stuff. Contractor. This right here is a contractor. You can see it. It's a workman. You can see by the material in the back of the truck. You can see this man's a contractor and these material steps put up. Steps. You can see the old steps to the bottom left under the red flag right there. The man having flag to protect his load because stuff is hanging off about 2 feet off of his bumper. So by law, you need a what? A flag. So once you have that flag hanging off your bumper, as long as the stuff passes your bumper about 2 feet, right? 2 or 3 feet, something like that. You put a flag around there. The man have a flag. Nothing now fall off, everything secure, no police will stop you in the white man country. The black man now give you that leverage. The black man make sure put a foot on your neck. From the Caribbean to Africa, it is the black man that keep us down and keep us poor. Our biggest threat to our survival and existence are crooked black leaders, not the white man. We've been saying this thing on this platform over and over. Black leaders are the wickedest from Caribbean to Africa. They're not showing no mercy. Caption this. You're moving from point A to point B. You have a look at all pickup truck like that for your personal use. In Jamaica, the government won't allow you to do this. The black man, you know, won't allow you to. You already get kicked out of your house. You know, have nothing. You probably got a mama yard now or a friend house. Go, you know, go put stuff in one storage. You go rent and look at one room in somebody's house. We don't know what kind of life reach some people. That things happen. And in Jamaica, you cannot do this. If you try to do this in Jamaica, I'm big trouble. The black man makes sure so you get a green plate. And let me tell you the black man wicked. Fitness, you have to get, when you have a green plate, you have to do fitness 2 times a year. So the government makes sure say engineered hardship, poverty. Black leaders is doing this thing, people. Regular plate, fitness once a year. And tell me something about fitness. Let me show you a black man wicked again. Them design the bad road, them now fix the bad road. Because the car have to be unfit for them to get money from you. It's design engineered hardship. Fitness. So you don't want car to stay fit in a place where a bad road. Tell me if that makes sense. May I show you the trap where black leaders set for them people where people them can't come out. You know? Black leaders set pure traps and booby traps, not the white man. Black leaders design all type of stuff. Think about it. Do you see any examiner of a foreigner? Where drive a car and test if this a work and that a work. I step in your car and abuse your car. Have you seen in the white man country? The white man have examiner pan a road over here. Do you see in the white man country where police just go out in the road and stop you without probable cause, looking for a probable cause to lock you up or put you in a trouble? Where in America have you ever seen police go out in a road, stretch out hand to stop you without probable cause, no reason, looking for a probable cause, a reason to arrest you or put you in a trouble? Talk to me. Where in the white man country, in the black man country, they designed that. You don't have to do nothing for police harass you. Pull you over in a black man country. Harass you all when the car good. Search you all when you have no probable cause. Dig you up when there's no court order. Black leaders are the worst in the white man country. It is not so. The white man allow you in your hardship. You get kicked out of the apartment. Go on about your business. You're not doing nothing commercial. It's a private truck. You can't care about feeding in your private truck. The whole time them boy are thief. I step on your neck while them in office. I take away every goddamn thing. But I joke this morning. I'm going to show you something. Nigel, I come tell the teacher, practice fiscal prudence. Give the teacher them nibbles and bit and run them out of the negotiation room. And when they're done, they take 300% raise on themselves. You know, that's so wicked, you know? You know, wicked, man. Wicked, me say the man are wicked, man. The man have to go to prison for the wickedness for them do. Wicked. I remember a case of the young lady named Kaylan. The young girl that they get beat up by about 5 women. What happened to that the case there? What happened to the woman who beat up young girl into vegetable state and she come out of hospital now because her mother fight hard for her? Remember Kaylan's mother? Remember that woman there? And her daughter, Kaylan? The prime minister never look. The woman reach out to the prime minister. Prime minister was so rich and have all type of money. The man never look upon the woman. This man has said have so much charity. Waiting in the foundation. Have you ever seen Andrew Otis are giving the money out of time own pocket? Have you ever seen this man and his wife anyway are giving up to the poor? Me say, have you ever seen Andrew Otis and his wife anyway are giving anything to poor people? Jesus God. Yo. Mighty God. Yeah, man, me want the PNP them come out to that solid response, but them say, remember, it's a lot to go through, people. So I'm going to expect a response. Mark Golden never have the privilege. I've been showed, I'm looking at the report, like Andrew Ones. Who Andrew Ones never wait to look upon it overnight. He give a response yesterday in a parliament, which indicates to me that him see the thing already. Him saw the report before yesterday in parliament. Because it was yesterday in parliament where automatic letter just pop up just like that. There is a response. Him read it. You know, come off on the top of my head. Something written, properly written. That means say days ago, him sit down and read and the thing, him read through everything and him write the response. So Mark Gold in the PNP never had the privilege like Andrew Ones to see the report before yesterday. Because what it looked like to me is that Andrew Ones saw the report before yesterday and him so foolish. Based on all his crooked moves, he make with his bank account, things say them smart, but a dumb move he make. Andrew, you're foolish again when you make that response yesterday in parliament. You should have waited until today. Andrew Otis should have waited until today. Nobody would have nothing to say that you see the report already. You saw the fool. Every move you know make is stupid. Me always ask, who is your advisor? Are you not take no advice? You're gone rogue, Mr. Prime Minister. How is it, Mr. Prime Minister? You are going saw the report yesterday while in parliament yesterday. The report came out, and it was in parliament where you go in your pocket and pull out a letter where you write from how long ago, because it seems as if you already seen the report was already leaked to you. So unlike Mark Golden said is a lot to read. So I'm gonna read it first before them can give an official response. But no, Andrew didn't have to read it. Him could have seen everything where in him vision, in him sleep, in him dream. So I'm already write this letter, this big old statement, long time, addressing things that is in the report, itemizing, picking out stuff where you want people. Come here, man. Make sense out of that. The Obeman work, Ivan Joy. Me tell him already, Galambaka Obeman for the money. Me tell him Galambaka Obeman for the money. Not now work. The man legalized obeah. Remember the man, me say man is not but bad for Jamaica. People, the man is like a nothing but bad for Jamaica. And I'm assuring you that there are many on the bus right here can't stand up against Andrew Onis, because a man like Andrew Onis, like Trump, he want to make sure say fling a rock stone at the glass too. Many times I give you this story, I give you analogies on my store, on my platform. I say Trump and Andrew Onis, them come like some man where if they fling a rock stone in the glass, the house window, you have to fling one too. If you're in my walk, because he want you get in trouble too. If he pick a pocket, he want you to pick a pocket too. He want to make sure dot you up everybody. You want to bet if the Trump effect affect many of them people up on the bus here? How much of them people have integrity enough and clean enough to stand up against Andrew Onis, or Andrew Onis with his bad attitude or bad behavior affect the whole of them, contaminate the whole bus? Eh? Tell me, people, you think none of them in the bus clean? I believe this man now stop until he dot up everybody where nobody can come talk against him. He must think a joke. They man plan them game. The man set up everybody. Nobody can come talk against him. You know mad? You want to bet? Me want to bet you that everybody there on the bus a virus. The bus driver here are something else, people. You want to bet everybody on the bus have the virus? You want to bet? None can come up and stand up against the man. We want to see it. Labor, I'll applaud you. If one of your labor come out and say, no, man, Andrew Onis will step down. This is way past bedtime. The man need to go. This is unacceptable. Andrew Onis is staying to the office that he holds. It's a disgrace to the flag named Jamaica. It's an embarrassment to the country. It's a disgrace, but the man have no shame. The man have no shame. The man with his wife as house speaker, you know, things that them thing are backfire, bro. Wrong, bro. You have about 19 office under you. Can you imagine when I do them 19 office in them office, people? People, can you imagine what is a micromanager, yeah? Sticky finger, yeah. I go on with in a him office with them a 19 office where in control. NEPA from the they may ask, you know. Because the brother rule like say. He will hustle the office in their office. He will hustle the office in their office. Any one of them boy upon the bus and gal, any one of them clean enough to say no, enough is enough. Or such man make sure that everybody upon the bus have the virus. He make sure everybody on the bus, just like we see him give the judge and the big raise, and certain police get big raise, people in certain position get big raise. Now you see him fill the court with judges, he might try fix up everything. People, this man not do nothing for free. No, Mr. 18 degrees not coming out with something else now, backside, which I will read for you guys later on today. But for now, may I pay respect to the very first report that started this Integrity Commission report, investigation. Zara Burton from 18 Degrees North. Guys, go check out the woman. Go check her out. Zara Burton from 18 Degrees North. This is the report. I'm going to play for you right now. That started everything. Yeah? This is, and she did investigation. She do her work so good that Integrity Commission don't have to go do no work. She that all eyes and cross all T's and K them go point when they loot there. Mr. Zara Burton that eyes and cross T and hold them hand and go point and show them when they loot there. How many of them up on the bus are thief them a type of money? Jamaica can't come up. That's why Jamaica don't have money. People, the prime minister are billionaire, you know. Could that be, you know? How much more upon the bus are thief? Jamaica can't come up past them. They may make sure say I rather them for the whole away. And filet mignon for themselves. And fish egg. Eh? Fish egg for them. The rest of we are dumpling and butter. They make sure they not do not more than fatten them pocket and them and their family. Such man pick the in it, you know. The man's son in it before him turn adult, before them turn adult people, name tie up in a corruption to backside. I just wanted to know. Ah. Let me tell you something about Nigel Clark. Him. Mr. Nigel Clark. I told you about this man before. Nigel Clark name call up in the Westcon construction investigation. Zara Burton did her work, people. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark among those who were founding directors of PM Onus Positive Jamaica Foundation. You see, I'm going to read the phone right now. Zara Burton work. I'm going to read the phone now. 18 Degrees North, go check her out. Go support her. Yeah? Go subscribe to it. Yes, man. 18 Degrees North, the only real journalist. Me say if we have two more like Zara Burton Jamaica, turn upside down. We fix it. We could have fixed it. And don't believe please say on this labor right, she go off Mark Golding too. And I will be reading those reports on my platform also because you know me not hold no bias. I'm not seeking for the man. She go off Mark Golding too. But in regard to Mark Golding and this man are sitting else people. This brother no normal. That's why Mark Golding taxes was verified by the Integrity Commission. Yeah, statutory declaration. Mark Golding stuff is good. How many years now we see it? Good to go. Mark Golding signed a code of conduct. I'm not here to take off Mark Golding and I'm not a mouthpiece and I get paid for talk about PNP or labor right. I'm doing a story, but look at it. Go look at the contrast between Mark Golding and Andrew Onus. We have a dirt bag in an office from Cumberland Road and it make Punishtown people look bad like everybody from Punishtown a thief. Because you come from the ghetto out of one room. You don't have to be a thief. You come from the ghetto out of one room, people. The police never tell me for walk fast. If I go to Walmart and I get extra change, me take it back. No police never tell me for walk fast. But anyway, let's read this. This is from 18 Degrees North, Zara Burton. And the story, no new, because she do her work long time. This is on November 24, 2023. So Zara do her work. I'm going to stay there now and go read her and check out what she do. I'm going to stay there. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark among those who were founding directors of PM Onus Positive Jamaica Foundation. Over the next few days, 80 Degrees North will be taking a look at the former directors of Positive Jamaica Foundation. What is this Positive Jamaica Foundation? Prime Minister Andrew Onus was its chairman until December 2021. Big C, COVID time, people. Andrew Onus get worth more money in a COVID. While the whole of we get locked down, me want if our money get sell a joke, me no know. Our money are move white powder, I move them and tell everybody for turn them yard, things are move wrong, me no know. Let's read. Prime Minister Andrew Onus was its chairman until December 2021, when he ceased being a director. Of note is how some of his co-directors from the time of Positive Jamaica's inception in 2011 ascended to prominent position after or during the association with the foundation. Oh, so basically, just like I said, people come from nationwide and them get, just seem like they were paid by getting job in a government. That's what it look like to us. Look good. Seeing people from Positive Jamaica Foundation. And Andrew Onus, him set up the foundation. And him set it up. Peer Foundation set up, boy, yeah. Them foundation and a nag, bad no money. Me never used to them get a school, a baguette. Me never used to them build a house to this charity foundation for nobody. Peer Foundation politician have like money and move run at them people. Prominent position after or during their association with the foundation. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark is one of them. Listen, Nigel, and listen, Prime Minister, said that, boy, I don't know why Nigel Clark gonna get himself mixed up in. But Mr. Clark, you're a big man. You're not pick me. A former Goldman Sachs derivative trader in London, business executive and director at various local conglomerates, including the Musson Group and National Commercial Bank, Dr. Clark was among the first batch of directors of Positive Jamaica. Hold on there, back up, Carlos. Who are some of the directors? A former Goldman Sachs derivative trader in London, business executive and director at various local conglomerates, including the Musson Group and National Commercial Bank, leeching them. Oh, a money-making machine for the rich. Jesus Christ, Jamaica, God. Look how long Zara Burton tell me. So these people are part of director of this. A big thing, Andrew is only in there for the The rich people. Yeah, man. Muscle Group and National Commercial Bank. Dr. Clark was among the first batch of directors of Positive Jamaica when the non-profit was registered on November 15, 2011. Non-profit organization. Never used to buy a poor man a bed, give us a youth a backpack, send a youth to school. Eh? But you hear them type of big shark where in it a swim round. Back then, Mr. Onus was serving his first term as Prime Minister. An article in the New York's Daily News on November 18, 2011, reported that he spoke at a luncheon in Midtown Manhattan before business executives, diplomats, and VIPs, and that the event was presented by Positive Jamaica Foundation. La la la. La 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 them Teef. Them Teef, them Teef, them Teef, them Teef, them Teef, them Teef, them Teef. Them Teef, them Teef, them Teef, them Teef, them Teef, them Teef, them Teef. Just a few weeks later, on December 4th, Mr. Onus would go on to call a general election for December 29, 2011. Remember, in the middle of the Big C. Remember, don't forget that. While the man has said, him not think about no election. Election is not on his mind. What was on his mind is to keep us safe from the virus. And in no time the man call election. However, his Jamaica Labour Party lost to the people's, not 2011 people, 2020. Remember, I'm going to show you that some more. So that's 2011. 2020 people. 2020 when you have the Big C. 2019 was the last time we hear about the Big C. And 2020 and 2021, the place locked down and people dead. That was when the man get rich. Let's continue. However, his Jamaica Labour Party lost to the People's National Party, ushering the return of Portia Simpson Miller as Prime Minister in 2011. While serving as director of Positive Jamaica, Dr. Clark, while serving as a director of Positive, me talk about the finance minister, you know. No wonder he get up and run gone. Eh? All of this, Mr. Clark, what you know? He get up and just run gone. And people say, Carlos, the man get more pay when him go over there say, look on his salary. And that people tell me, look on his salary. Look on his salary no make no sense to these guys. These guys not join politics for no salary. Why would this job entice businessmen, lawyers, and doctors and all type of people, even before them give themselves 300% raise? So it's not because of them salary why them join in our politics in Jamaica. It's the perks. The perks is more bigger than them salary. For example, Juliet Onyx, what is her salary? I was before her husband look on her and give her 300% raise, and Nigel Clark. But while she was on that salary, she could be able to conduct a 800 million apartment complex. Now, a 800 million apartment complex with her salary, could her salary sustain that? Was she billing that from her salary? So be reminded about and look at the era where salary and perks. That's how I say salary and perks. In Jamaica, is not your salary while you're joining politics. It's the perks. It is not patriotism make you join politics. It is corruption. It is the only organization you get to thief, enrich yourself, embezzle money, and you don't go to prison. Don't try that in any other company, organization. Don't try that working with anybody else. You can always do that as long as you work with the poor, suffering people of Jamaica. You can get to steal from them, make yourself rich while in office, and it can't add up with the little salary that you're getting. So back to the argument about, is Nigel Clark getting more money at the IMF? There is no way at the IMF him can conduct a $800 million apartment complex while serving in office at the IMF. So no, Nigel Clark will be making way less. Yeah? So while serving as a director of Positive Jamaica, Dr. Clark served as an opposition senator between 2013 and 2015. Opposition senators are usually appointed by the Governor General under the advice of the opposition leader, which would have been Mr. Onus at the time. When Mr. Onus won back the premiership of the country in February 2016, Dr. Clark was named ambassador plenipotentiary for economic affairs in the office of the Prime Minister and appointed as chairman of public boards. Sweet him up in my head, this young man, young brilliant man named Nigel Clark. We have to have him. Him too smart. And I'm telling you, me feel my belly bottom. So Nigel Clark get caught up too. And the virus take him. Me feel say the virus take Nigel Clark and everybody else on the bus. Because this man I make sure say you fling a rock stone in the window too. Implicated in a film skullduggery. This man, that's what criminal do. Right? Try to get you mixed up in what them do and drag you. And let me tell you all I own while listen this. The whole I own a labor right. Let me tell you, me not a man, but I can say things. Don't but I believe if you come down to it where such man I got prison, him not gonna snitch upon the whole I own. Tell me, I tell honor. The whole I own, if such man find himself I got prison, him gonna pull on the whole bus. Listen what Carlos I say. If it happen where such man a face, come a face it happen, people. You're going to be the last crooked politician come out of Jamaica. Let me tell you, me just the son of a Rasta man, me not a man, but me can see things. If it come down where such man I got prison, he not go by himself, He might crash the bus. Who believes him I got prison alone? Comment section. Who believes that this brother I go find him just got prison alone, go sit down, and everybody sit down upon them riches and them loot. About them taking my own and work hard for mine. You man talking in Parliament yesterday. How do you, man? Just listen to them speech and read between the lines. How much him work hard and what kind of hard work I do when every ministry tank, education tank, Ministry of Health tank, Ministry of National Security tank, agriculture tank. You name the ministry them. Pay tanking. Youth all run out of money on the part program while on the rich. Give yourself 300% raise and your owners while you're rich. Jesus, God do not have no heart and no conscience. You want to bet everybody upon the bus of the virus? Because listen, the whole of them are planning to get rich off our back. Look at the leader get rich and he might cut the part for everybody and show them how to move around stuff. How many people have account between all of these people upon the bus? How much account do they believe them have? Can you imagine the amount of account these people have? Jesus Christ. So in name ambassador plenipotentiary for economic affairs in the office of the Prime Minister and appointed as chairman of the public boards like the National Housing Trust. You hear that? Listen good, Where this man find himself, Member out of the National Housing Trust, him take out money and put in a SSL, Member out of the National Housing Trust, where the man take out money and lend next him holdings, Member, world of people in Jamaica and a roof over their head, The Housing Trust is something Michael man they create to house people in Jamaica. Low income. This is for low income people. Police can't get a house. People who wash clothes can't get a house. The hand care man, the sky juice man, the teacher, the nurse. That's why Michael Manley created for the poor class of people. Now, housing trust is an investment for rich people in Jamaica. Let's read again. La 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 la. When Mr. Onus won back the premiership of the country in February 2016, Dr. Clark was named ambassador plenipotentiary for economic affairs in the office of the Prime Minister and appointed as chairman of public boards like the National Housing Trust, NHT, as well as the Port Authority of Jamaica, PAJ, two entities that fall under Prime Minister, the ministries that Mr. Onus controls. So Mr. Onus control, is it why the gun them are coming, so the port sell off? Can we see the transaction between the people who the port sell off to and what the Prime Minister, they say a peer gaga go and hide. The most important stuff is not being shown to the people, it's been hidden. So these two entities fall under, is it why the gun them are coming? Port Authority of Jamaica, can't trust this man. Can't trust this man. Him cruel. Dr. Clark ceased being a director of Positive Jamaica Foundation on November 1, 2016, according to company's office record. He was elected member of parliament for St. Andrew, Northwestern in a big election on March 5, 2018, and then named Minister of Finance and the Public Service when Prime Minister Onus reshuffled his cabinet later that month. Dr. Clark didn't answer a question about what his role entailed as director of the foundation or why he stopped serving in that role. Neither did he respond when asked about who the donors to the foundation were, whether any of the funds were from the foundation were spent on elections or political purposes, and whether the government appointments were some of the benefits of having served as a director of the foundation. Backside. For his part, Mr. Onis didn't answer questions about whether he was involved in appointing Mr. Clark, Dr. Clark, to the senator or finance minister role, and whether he was the one that prompted Dr. Clark to run for elected office in 2018. However, as far as the finance minister role is concerned, which is a part of the cabinet, the Constitution outlines that the cabinet is appointed by the Governor General on advice of the Prime Minister. This is the editor's note, because Zara Burton make a note in it. In 2016, when Dr. Clark was appointed chairman of the NHT, the entity fell under the office of the Prime Minister, over which Mr. Onis presided and still presides. And presiding ministers are usually the ones to recommend board members for public bodies that fall under their ministries before cabinet approves them. So all of them entity were under him. This is how I'm going, because all of these entity fall under him. The 19 were in him office. So him is in charge to hire these people. His friend and cronies he want putting on them so they could hide him corruption. So that look like the note of Zara Burton right here. Yeah, only does preside over the Housing Trust and still presides. And presiding ministers are usually the ones to recommend board members for public bodies that fall under their ministries before cabinet approves them. Up to press time, 18 Degrees North couldn't ascertain whether exactly in 2016 Dr. Clark became chairman of Port Authority of Jamaica, or when PAJ switched from being under the Ministry of Transport and Mining to the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, whose minister is Mr. Onis. A one corrupt bunch. Mr. Man, I eat that, you know. This man office with him cook itself and up your mad things where you can't see clear. You can't see clear, it's crooked. Now, most recently, I want you to know that they remove about 60 people that responsible for searching at the port. Remember that. They fire some people who search for weapons and drugs at the port. Who is over the Port Authority? We're just ready for you. Now you see why Andrew Onis is mashing up the country. You see why me keep telling you that. Because everything the man is doing is to destroy a country. The 300% raise, no company, no country, nobody can sustain that. If you want your country to drop off of the cliff, mash up, give yourself 300% raise. And that is exactly what Andrew Onis set out to do. Engineered hardship. Him over the port. The man sell out all the port and send home fire redundant. 60 men did a day. Remember that? Me do video upon it. 60 people were in our port looking for a gun, and then people find gun. 60 of them get redundant. Tell me, son, mash up, Mr. Man, mash up. The gun does a coming through like does a flow through, non-stop. The whole time, funeral homes in Jamaica rise. Pure business. Funeral parlors, one of the biggest business in Jamaica, dead. Jano. Yeah, man. Me say, finance minister tied up to him neck in the corruption. And think no more to run into IMF. Can't stop you, brother. Your name for a call. Nigel Clark, you're a big man. Don't tell me say a man boost you. So what about Mark Azan now? We're going to read about Azan. People are pure corruption and draw around the place with you now. How are they, man? And I do everything bad for poor people. Take away people's style. Create a transport authority. Transport authority of Jamaica. Transport authority to take away people's vehicle. That's all the transport authority is, you know. It's not for make transportation safe, you know. It's to take away people's vehicle, make money for the wicked black man Black leaders engineered hardship. Poor people, you're not going to make it under them. Poor people, you're not going to make it under them until you start Senegal prison. Man that come in the office to get rich. And we know that. And we sit down upon that. And we're okay with the big boss. Yeah, man, the man are the big man. Walk around Jamaica like you're not God, you're not a criminal. Yeah, man, the big father, the big man that the place father charge, and the big man that. Let me read this about this positive. And this is more. And Mr. Azan is in it. Despite having served as a director of both entities, and listen to that one are juicy. Despite having served as a director of both entities, businessman Mark Azan claims to not know anything about Positive Jamaica Foundation or the media company he and PM Andrew One started in 2020. Yes, when it started? In the middle of COVID. COVID kick off 2019. That was the last time I go up on Jamrock Cruise. I'll never forget that. I found that I go back and I say, I don't want to go around people. I don't want to catch you. I don't want to take no joke. So in 2020, COVID was red hot. Was red hot. But him and him bridging them, I start businesses. It seems like the big C money are coming. Remember, we get a lot of help from all over the world. I wonder if the money flow through this man account. That's why the people never get no money. Remember, we get money from all over the world. Let's see some more about this Positive Jamaica Foundation. Lawlessness is going to kill this country if it is not already dead. You're either a thief, corrupt, in bed with a politician, and I have no time for this anymore. So I don't know if Mr. Azan back off of this, or a lie tell like him to know this and that, or the prime minister go rogue and I break our norms, and the business partner they don't understand what I do, and mad him mad out. We don't know, but I'm going to read something for you. Share this man if you think somebody should hear this. Go get your coffee. Lawlessness is going to kill this country if it is not already dead. You're either a thief, corrupt, in bed with a politician, and I have no time for this anymore. That complaint came from Mark Hazan when 18 Degrees North first called him in January for up 23. So January 2023, they call him. He was bemoaning how difficult it had been accessing his old business place. Hazan House of Fabrics in downtown Kingston, which he said had closed 8 years ago. But the part about being in bed with the politician and having no time for this anymore was strange, coming from someone who's had business relationship with Prime Minister Andrew Onis for over a decade. Mr. Azan served as a director and the secretary of Positive Jamaica Foundation Limited and West Central St. Andrew Trust. You hear much foundation and boy I have? You hear much foundation and boy I have? Washing machine, me hear it. Very too early for the washing machine. Both of which had the Prime Minister as a director until 2021. Hey. Even today, at the same time when Nigel Clark sees director, 2021, same way. What them up to? Let's continue. Even today, the 62-year-old's name appear as director and shareholder of a media company registered in 2020 that was originally backed by Prime Minister Onis. Be a rich friend, my boy, I roll it, man. Richness. Now, no time for to do the job of a Jamaica people. Not now fix boy. Man, too busy and stuff them pocket. How much time I tell you, say, man, you can't come in. When me ask the question, say, when you come to work every day, how much percent of on the time you give to Jamaican people? How much percent of the 8 hour when you're supposed to serve in the office you give to the Jamaican people? Or how much percent you give to own your own business, the cars you make, the emails you make? How much of that is for the Jamaican people, your constituency people? Them boys sit down in the office. Who can in the office serve you and operate at 800 and run an $800 million apartment complex. That alone in itself have work. That's too much work even for one person. You have to hire more people for that the job there. More than you sit down in the office and you can find headspace and time to run all these on the side stuff. People, they are not doing our work. They are not doing our work. Everybody busy doing their own thing. Everybody have a business. Everybody in office having a business. Moving money around from foundation to foundation. How many of the foundation these people have? Let's continue to read. The name of the media company is Positive Media Solutions Limited. It was set up to do media broadcasting, multimedia services, event management, communications, and promotion based on company records. At inception, Mr. Azan was the only listed director and was allotted one of the 100 authorized ordinary shares. Hold on there. Or the so-and-so. At inception, Mr. Azan was the only listed director and was allotted one of the 100 authorized ordinary shares. The holder of the other 99 shares was a company called Imperium Investments Holdings Limited, whose beneficial owner is Andrew Onis. Backside, so 99 and I'm going to want for Azan. No wonder Azan I go like say him I get burned. Me no know. A politician. The secretary for Imperium was and still is Donovan Williams, an attorney and also a politician. What? What kind of nastiness and corruption this? A liar get mixed up. The whole of Jamaica need to be investigated. The owner of the other 99 shares was a company called Imperium Investments Holdings Limited, whose beneficial owner is Andrew Onis, a politician. The secretary for Imperium was and still is Donovan Williams, an attorney and also a politician. So Andrew Onis, the politician, owns 99% of the shares. Mr. Azan, 1. And Donovan Williams, who is an attorney and a politician, he is the secretary. How are they? Imperium was incorporated during COVID pandemic in June 2020, 4 months before Positive Media Solution was registered in October of that year. When you hear that? The Imperium was incorporated during the big C, during the COVID, where the whole way suffer. Did this man use money when he get to give the Jamaica people to open all this stuff? Did he thief the money that came for the people? Just like the fees happened to the burial money. Imperium was incorporated during the COVID-19 pandemic in June 2020, 4 months before Positive Media Solution was registered in October of that year. Rotted. COVID money are coming. Huh. 2 years later, on October 31, 2022, Imperium forfeited its 99. What? Its 99 shares. And they were re-allotted to a Andrew Matthew Onis. This is where Andrew Onis dragging picking them now in a it. This is where picking them get involved. Him son. Let me tell you something. If me in a criminality, me not drag my family night. Let me alone go to prison. 2 years later, on October 31, 2022, Imperium forfeited its 99 shares. Remember, the 99 shares that Andrew Onis owned them, you know. And they were re-allotted to Andrew Matthew Onis, who used the same address as the Prime Minister and who, based on reporting in the public domain, appears to be his son. The Prime Minister's full name is Andrew Michael Onis. So his son name is Andrew Matthew Onis. So according to 80 Degrees North, though a few days shy of his 18th birthday, the underage Onis also joined Mr. Azan as director of Positive Media Solutions, effective October 29, 2022. And I can read that for you again. Though a few days shy of his 18th birthday, the underage Onis also joined Mr. Azan as director of Positive Media Solution, effective October 29, 2022. The company's office says a minor can become a director. What a rat is this? The company's office says a minor can become a director or shareholder of a company as long as he or she is not the sole director or shareholder, since the minor wouldn't be able to enter into contractual agreements. Additionally, the paperwork to make the changes was received by the agency on November 9th, 2022, after the junior owners would have turned 18, which means his directorship start date would have been backdated. Let them go and play around, man. Fire there must steal. When 18 degrees north asked Mr. Azan, aren't you in bed with the politician? He responded, no. When I realized that this is not making sense, I have no interest in Jamaica. I left. You notice I'm not involved in nothing anymore? And Jonas, I run everybody from Jamaica, Mr. Azan. The long time man, they run gone. Backside. Mr. When 18 degrees north, I asked Mr. Azan, aren't you in bed with politicians anymore? He responded, no. When I realized that it's not making sense, you know, I have no interest in Jamaica. I left. You notice I'm not involved in nothing anymore? 18 degrees north followed up. No, I see you as a director with Mr. Onis and this Positive Media Solutions at the time. 18 degrees north hadn't realized that the director was the son and that the shares had switched to being in the son's name after first being held by Imperium that was backed by the Prime Minister. Yes, well, that's how life is, darling. I give up, Mr. Azan said. You see it? That type of response sound like such man gone rogue and not even nobody can trust him. Man gone about the real man, all for himself. Piss pan Azan, it seems. Anyway, after a decade of serving in the roles, Mr. Azan did not stop being a director and the secretary of Positive Jamaica Foundation in 2021. He ceased being secretary of West Central St. Andrew Trust in 2016. Last week on December 12, 2023, West Central Andrew Trust of West Central. Hold on, people, read it again. I go too fast. He ceased being secretary of West Central St. Andrew Trust in 2016. So just as the Prime Minister turned in the office last week on December 12, 2023, West Central St. Andrew Trust also filed paperwork to remove him as director of the organization to be effective as of the backdated date of January 19, 2022, I guess to fit in Andrew's son. Don't know anything. Mr. Azan told 18 degrees north the reason he came off as a director of Positive Jamaica Foundation was because I don't know nothing. I don't know anything about anything, what's going on. When asked, he also claimed to not know what was going on at Positive Media Solutions either. Speak to Mr. Holness on that, because I don't know nothing about that, he said. You don't know nothing? You don't know anything about this company, 18 degrees not pressed? No, he responded. He referred question to Khadisha Campbell at the Prime Minister's office. She is the person that deals with everything. She handles all the paperwork for the Prime Minister. Reached by phone, however, Mr. Campbell, who was since added Rochester to her surname, I guess she get married, said it's not true that she deals with Mr. Onus' company filings. In the past, she was reportedly Mr. Onus's personal assistant and the person that had assumed the role of Secretary of West Central St. Andrew Trust when Mr. Azan ceased serving in that position in November 2016. She stopped being the secretary in December 2021, but while in that role, she was hired as project director for Constituency Development Fund Project Management Unit within the office of the Prime Minister. So I told you about this little office he's having at the office. I put people in them. Catch them under him. He put who he want to put in this office, I believe, to cover his dirt. So now she was personal this and that to him, and now she a project director of the Constituency Development Fund Project Management Unit within the office of the Prime Minister. Remember, the Prime Minister's wife is also on the board of the Constituency Development Fund as a chairman, a chairwoman. Think about that. I smell too much corruption. Reaction to Mr. Azan's comments. Mr. Azan's responses are more than curious and worthy of further investigation, says Joseph Patterson, you know, the UIC boss, founder and chairman of the political party United Independent Congress of Jamaica. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything about this. It's not an acceptable answer. Mr. Patterson told 18 Degrees North. That answer should cause us to dig further, especially because of the nature of the persons involved, one being the Prime Minister. Robert Stevens, member of the activist group Advocates Network, adds that being secretary or director of a company should be treated seriously. The secretary is usually the one in charge of the regulatory filings. And Mr. Azan's response, he said, it indicates a lack of care. It's indicating that these people aren't serious about being straight up front. On the stay there, people. I don't know. Ramping shop. Mr. Azan didn't answer a follow-up question sent to him via WhatsApp in November 2023, asking him why he allowed his name to be used on Positive Media Solutions and Positive Jamaica Foundation if he doesn't know anything about them. Neither did he answer a question about how he and Prime Minister Onus came to be doing business together in the first place. Prime Minister Onus didn't respond to questions about the relationship between himself and Mr. Azan, and whether Mr. Azan was an actual director or just a placeholder director of the Positive Media Solutions, since the businessman said he didn't know anything about the company. You know, so Prime Minister Andrew Onus called a leader who sell the office them. If someone office when having an office, NEPA and all that, me come here, so I'm telling you, say the man they will hustle the office. I'm feel that my art, this man will sell out the country to anybody. China, anything. Andrew must come out of the office. Andrew Onus must leave office. I swear to God. Prime Minister Onus also didn't answer a question as to why his now 19-year-old son switched to being the majority shareholder of Positive Media Solutions instead of Imperium Investments, whose beneficial owner is himself. The junior Onus couldn't be reached for comment as to whether Positive Media Solutions had ever received any government contracts. Prime Minister Onus didn't answer a question about that. A database with information regarding entities that get government contract is no longer made public by the Integrity Commission. Backside, gag. Any important information to the public, Andrew Onus don't want it to see. The Integrity Commission is gag. We have the most crookedest man we have ever seen in the history of Jamaica politics. And that man is Andrew Onus. The Liberate must get rid of this man. Show us some respect. Give us somebody better. Push him out. Shove him out. Labor rights. Give us somebody better. Do the right thing. Poor people money can't go so. Poor people money can't go so. Our prison time for them type of sitting here. Poor people money must go so. Poor people money must go so, Mr. Onus. How are you, man? As to whether Positive Media Solution had ever received any government contracts from Prime Minister Onus, didn't answer contracts. Prime Minister Onus didn't answer a question about that. A database with information regarding entities that get government contracts is no longer made public by the Integrity Commission, but all the entities that get government contract, how the ras we can't know that. How the ras soul we can't know that. Forgive me Spanglish this morning. These criminals in office, how we must not know these things? We don't know who them give $500 million to, the empty building. We don't know how much Paula Llewellyn I get and our people. How we must not know who I get government contract when the money I spend after with money? Them servants are rank. That's why Andrew Onus corruption I catch up with him. Wrong is just wrong, it's just wrong, it's just wrong. The end result of wrong is wrong, bang. Wrong, bang. That's the end result, wrong, bang. Cool, yeah, man. Forgive me Spanglish, yeah, man. Then get me riled up in the morning. Look here, people. Let go warm up my tea. I'll be back after the short break, guys. Just hold on for a minute while we keep reading this stuff. Because this is sure. Tell me, man.
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie. Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell lie for me. I don't want you to come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a prime minister, and he's a prime minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want labor rights carry that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.
All right, guys. See, hot again. Gentle people, country can't run so. What they are PNP and labor right? A country we are talking about. Because if Mark Golden go in there and do a fraction of this, a straight 2x4. This is wrong, people. Jamaica, this is unsustainable. The change of that. Look what the man do. Him and his son and everybody, mother and father, like a family affair. Look what the man do and look how treat poor people. Take with them stall, mash up them cat, mash up their house, mash up people's raft. Ticket for every goddamn thing. You can't get hog feed in your car. You can't get water in your car. You can't move your furniture in your car. You can't do personal things in your pickup truck. That's a wicked. This version of the story has been updated to reflect the company's office comment about minors being able to serve as director and shareholder. It's a side note that Zara Burton write. 18 degrees not. This version of the story has been updated to reflect the company's office comment about minors being able to serve as directors. Minor, you know. Remember, see this man a picnic, you know. A long time we hear them. People, I don't know. Go about, Zara Burton do the work for the country. So this version of the story has been updated to reflect the company's office comment about minors being able to serve as directors and shareholders of the companies. It also corrects the date on which the paperwork to add Andrew Matthew Onis as a director of Positive Media Solutions Limited. The correct date is November 9th, 2022. Real journalism. Imperium Investments Holdings Limited also appears as Imperium Investment Holdings Limited in company's office record. Zara Burton, I salute your work, young lady. I really do. I salute the work you do. Later on, I'll come back and play the clip of Zara Burton that really started out this investigation, the last investigation. And as you can see, such man can't come out of this crookedness when him in. He just can't come out. He can't come out. You know what? Can't come out right. The woman, let me show you what to play all the time. I'm going to show you. I'll show you. Let me see if we can go a piece out because people need to know where this thing come from. How this man are rich. Remember the man rich, before the man turn. The man take 300% raise when the man pay for every property him have. He property them no mortgage listed. That means say owe mortgage you paid off. Make you listen, even a piece of Zara Burton. Make you listen, even a piece of her this morning. Show respect to this woman's work. Go check out 18 Degrees North.
Must build this castle. Every poor man must build this castle. Every poor man must build a big house.
He became Jamaica's newest prime minister despite controversy about his big house.
Join us in a partnership for prosperity.
We uncover a trail of property purchases and ask, is Andrew Honus paying his part?
Is that why you didn't pay the property taxes on the home?
What the Prime Minister didn't want you to know before the election. And later, Honus sounds the warning on corruption to his new cabinet.
Corruption will not be tolerated in this country.
But does his own record raise questions when it comes to awarding public contracts?
when each side is in government, there are uncomfortable levels of awarding of contracts to persons who are either political supporters, campaign.
Hold on, when I hear it, are you guys hearing it clearly? I want to make sure I hear it clear, because that woman I work must go up on her deaf ears, I don't want a cloud of a Zara Burt to work, It's just like how I work pretty, like how she pretty. I want to hear pretty, brother. Yeah? When I hear the woman work, comment section. I not play until me hear from own if I hear it nice and crisp. I want to know if I hear this is a joke thing, How I don't know, man. We're not gonna hear this a long. Yo, this video is 7 years ago. That means if any man come in the office, man a crook. If any man come in the office, man a grift. That's what it look like to me. I might be wrong. Stand to be corrected. Need volume. May I fix it up, man? Hold on there, man. I know what I do, man. Because I know how to make it come to,
Financiers or other connected parties. We reveal how Honan signed off on taxpayer money for a contract to his associates on this episode of 18 Degrees North.
So better. Tell me if it sound better.
Hello, everyone.
How can you say I hear it? Better? Get to the coffee.
18 Degrees North is brought to you by...
If you're like me,
Or me.
you
Back with FGV.
Big up Zara Burton for your work, woman.
students are
God
learning to
bless
find
you.
the
May
right
the Most High God
That's what my
guide and
bank already
protect
gives
you and
me.
keep you safe.
Catch their banking,
John, we
late
need more
opening
like
hours,
you.
and an
Real
extra
patient.
special credit card rewards program that fits in with my needs. If you're like me, you want a
You
bank
see
that
commercial
has the
people, how
perfect
do you?
formula for you.
In my job, I have to pay attention to detail, and my bank does that too, with personalized alerts and notifications, updating me on transfers and balance thresholds, with convenient mobile and online banking. That's security for me and saves time for other important things.
If you're like me, you need a bank that's big on details.
If you're like me,
Or me. You back with FGV.
7 years ago.
Hello, I'm Zara Burton, and welcome to 18 Degrees North.
7 years ago.
It's from right here in Kingston, Jamaica, 18 degrees north of the equator, where every week we're going to take you on a global journey with us as we focus on Caribbean stories that have global impact. We begin our show with Jamaica's newest Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. During the 2016 general elections, his house became front and center. The public, and perhaps more so the ruling People's National Party, they wanted to know why a St. Lucian company owned his house and where he got the money, since news reports had put its value at about $2 million, a figure Holness has not confirmed. After all, Holness had been a politician most of his professional life, didn't come from money, and his salary at the time was just over $60,000 each year, not counting allowances. Holness answered several of the questions asked, but we at 18 Degrees North had others. What we found was an interesting series of property purchases and an uneven playing field when it comes to personal tax matters. It also shed light on the relationship between Jamaican politicians and their associates in the awarding of public contracts. We're staying right here in Jamaica at 18 degrees north and 77 degrees west.
The Labour Party believe that every poor man must build his castle. Every poor man must build him big house. And we not grudge you for it. We are going to help you to achieve that. That is why we say education be free, health be free, and we must make the place secure so you can live and enjoy yourself.
This is the house, built on 3/4 of an acre, complete with stone-cut wall, in the exclusive Beverly Hills neighborhood just outside Kingston. It's a huge upgrade from where Jamaica's newest Prime Minister and then opposition leader Andrew Holness says he was born.
I was born in a 2-bedroom board house at 56 Cumberland Road
in a Spanish town. My father is still a farmer, and my mother is a retired civil servant.
Property records showed that Beverly Hills land was purchased by St. Lucian-based company AdMat Incorporated for $300,000 in 2011, 3 months before Honus became Prime Minister of Jamaica for the first time, and when he was Minister of Education. There's no mortgage listed. In a statement, Honus says he's the sole director of AdMat and a shareholder, along with his 2 sons, Adam and Matthew. Honus says he got the money from funds in his accounts at 2 of Jamaica's investment banks and used his savings, salary, loans, and credit from suppliers established through his wife, who is a real estate developer, to build the house, costing him approximately $52 million, or around $525,000 US. He says a St. Lucian structure was used for estate planning. His attorney, Patrick Bailey, says there's that, and the additional potential benefit of avoiding transfer tax.
People, the man have stop avoid taxes. The man have company with now paying a tax to the government. Be right. The man have an investigation, tax administration investigate him. Be right. The man a leader. Now pay taxes in the country him a preside over, but we must let from foreign come to Jamaica, come invest. We must come home, come invest in the country them need we. And the man whether that investing money overseas and now pay Jamaica dime in the taxes.
If the house at Beverly Hills is the only asset and he was selling it, he would simply sell the company, sell the shares. The company would have its shareholding transferred from him and his children to the new purchasers, whereas the title would remain unchanged because the new purchaser will be the owners of AdMat and be the owners of the property. So in that case, there's no transfer from one entity to another. So you're safe on transfer tax and stamp duties and those sorts of things.
Civil society activist Carol Narcisse says the leader of the country shouldn't be trying to avoid taxes.
Especially if you're a prime minister and you're telling your citizens that they need to conform to the regulatory environment that you have designed, that you do not think you can adhere to, because it is inimical to your interest to adhere to it, or inimical to the interest of your children's future to adhere to it, then there is a major, there's a major inconsistency there that you need to explain.
People, it's a 7 years.
Partnership for prosperity. Let's change Jamaica for the best. Choose prosperity.
Does he own other entities in there? In AdMat?
In AdMat?
Yeah.
I think he has at least one other property in AdMat.
And
hold on, the people. You see the man who attack? Patrick Bailey and liar. In this man house, man was found dead. Man get stabbed up in him house and bullet wound. There was no forced entry according to reports in the Prime Minister liar house. No forced entry. But him wake up and stumble over dead body in him house. No forced entry. No forced entry, people. Man get stabbed up and shot up in the Prime Minister liar house. No forced entry. Do you think this man got jail? You think they question this man? Guess how them put this man on bed rest? Bed rest, the Prime Minister liar we here talking now. All him need to be investigated. Fitz bail and all them, like they just dash with the case or whatever. Put the man on people. You can't make this up. A man was found murdered in the Prime Minister's lawyer home. You know, knife wound and gunshot wound. The lawyer said him stumbled over the body. You know, if he get to go pee and say the man dead in them house. People, no thorough investigation. I don't believe that, because they put the liar on bed rest. The crooked liar in my book, he's crooked. He needs to be investigated. This is my sole belief. Let's continue to listen to this circus.
where is that?
That is in somewhere in the Arcadia area, right?
And that's considered land or also?
That was an apartment. Actually, he's now in the process of selling that
apartment
unit. He owes suppliers because suppliers gave him credit for the house he's building in
Rich
in Beverly Hills.
And source of funds for that was what?
That one, I can't recall all of those details. I seem to remember that he has always used the house that house that he lives in and get loans and that sort of thing.
We checked the title for the property where Bailey says both Honus and his wife lived at the time of our interview and found no additional loans or mortgages other than those originally taken out in 2002 when they bought the house for 7 million Jamaican dollars, around 144,000 US dollars back then.
So you were satisfied then with the source of the funds in both cases?
Oh, absolutely. He saved in US stocks and amongst his portfolio. So he was saving because these are savings.
Is that savings from him alone or him and his wife?
I don't know that level of personal detail. That would be. Yeah, I don't know that level
of what you know. Is there any evidence?
I know of nothing. I know of nothing else that he owns in relation to Admat. Okay. He currently owns it.
We checked the title for the Acadia property and found that it was indeed purchased by the same St. Lucian company, Admat Incorporated, in 2008, again when Honus was Minister of Education. The price tag, 16 million Jamaican dollars, around 219,000 US back then, and again, no mortgage was listed. Further, we also checked whether Admat owned additional properties and found one more. A half-acre lot, also built in Beverly Hills on Wycliffe Close in February 2009, also when Honus was Minister of Education, price tag, around 15 million Jamaican dollars, almost 173,000 US dollars, and again, no mortgage listed.
So you've never heard of this Wycliffe Close property before today?
Let me put it this way. I have never handled, and when I look at the transfer, I see the names of lawyers who I know. And he's entitled to have more than one lawyer. We all have to eat.
So all told, when it comes to properties, there's the Great House Boulevard home that Honus and his wife bought with a mortgage while Honus was a mere member of Parliament. And in the 4 years he was Minister of Education, earning the equivalent of around 60,000 US dollars per year or 90,000 with allowances, there was the Arcadia apartment, no mortgage listed. The land at Wycliffe Close in Beverly Hills, no mortgage listed.
What?
The land for the Shenstone Beverly Hills house he's building, no mortgage listed.
Cash.
And around 525,000 US dollars spent building the house in the 3 years after Honus's Jamaica Labour Party lost the election in 20.
People, remember the man rich for a long time, you know. No mortgage listed, some property. Clean and clear. Don't own a penny pan them. Where get the money from? Clean and clear. And the man come take 300%. Take away money from teacher, civil servant. 300% raise. So them broke. When the man have a wicked man. I said they said to be Teef, yeah, man.
11. Honus, through a member of his team, said he wouldn't comment on the source of funds for any of his properties before the election, but even after, he didn't. He also said he would make his financial statement public at the end of March 2016, but he didn't. Despite several calls to Juliet Honus, a property developer, chartered accountant, and newly elected member of Parliament, she didn't get back to us.
Sure.
We will again reduce transfer taxes, stamp duties, and estate taxes.
What about property taxes?
No, man, he has to pay property tax.
What?
At the time of our initial checks in the 2 weeks before the election, the house in Beverly Hills had an outstanding balance since 2013 on the tax administration's website. Amount, about $174,000 or US $1,400 approximately. Property taxes on the Wycliffe Close land in Beverly Hills were listed as not having been paid since 2009, a total of about $175,000 or US around $1,400. And the Great House Boulevard home that he owned with his wife Juliet, that was listed as outstanding since 2014, owing Jamaicans $64,000 or about 526 US dollars. We call the tax administration to confirm. Volume is 1118.
And you own it?
Yeah.
The amount is $64,000 outstanding at $50 for 2 years.
All in, Honus or his entities were listed at the time as owing almost 413,000 Jamaican dollars, around 3,400 US dollars. It wasn't clear if there were any amounts owing for the apartment at Arcadia Drive. Caroline Hay, former Deputy Director of Public Prosecution, says, in general, No leader should be backed upon their taxes. We did not ask her specifically about Honus.
No public official ought to be behind on their taxes. You are in a position when you're a public official in a position of trust, and one would imagine an example to the nation as to what values we want in positions of leadership.
Days after 18 Degrees North brought it to Honus's attention, and before the election, the tax administration's website reflected zero balances for the 2 Beverly Hills properties at Shenstone Drive and Wycliffe Close. However, taxes on the house he owns with his wife were still listed as owing as of our last check, March 18th, 2016, even as he became Prime Minister of Jamaica for a second time.
That I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica.
Coming up on 18 Degrees North, too close for comfort? How Andrew Honus signed off on taxpayers' money for a contract to his associates.
That's cover.
18 Degrees North just uncovered a trail of property purchases linked to Jamaica's newest Prime Minister, Andrew Honus. Now see how that trail led us down another path, that of government contracts awarded to his associates.
What if I told you that instead of setting up a...
Hold on there, guys. Based on all the development from yesterday, remember say we don't hear everything yet, because we are still scouring the report. A whole lot of things for reading, and different analysts analyze it. We're going to learn a lot after this, All the labor at them are going to spin this. Them love the country, or them love man. Now, if you guys love the JLP party, you guys should be pointing this man to the door. If you are a JLP member and you love the JLP party, this is not about no party no more. It's about a man who I help this man to mash up the country, rob from the poor. If him an officer do all of this, he might play a blind eye to others who might be doing the same thing too. So my question to you guys, I may ask the question again. How many on this bus is doing the same thing? Because them can't talk to none of them on the bus, And one of them see him and make move. How many more on this bus have accounts, like 28 accounts or more? Let's continue.
Corruption will not be tolerated in this government.
The property at Wycliffe Close in Beverly Hills remains an open lot today. As it turns out, the owner, Andrew Honus's ADMAT Incorporated, applied to the National Environmental Planning Agency to build townhouses in 2010.
Remember, said NEPA in them office. Remember, said NEPA in them office. Him control all of that. The environment. Him just, people someone control everything. So the people who that put into these things are him. Me read that for you earlier. You understand, right?
But that application was turned down. Representing ADMAT in this application was one Robert Garvin.
And Robert Garvin is not a director in any way, shape, or form of ADMAT.
No, he's not.
But why would Robert Garvin's name then appear on an application to the land development?
Because he acting as agent, he's in the process. That's not unusual.
According to Company's office records, Robert Garvin is or was the director of other entities affiliated with Andrew or Juliet Honus. Positive Jamaica Foundation Limited, Sunshine Mobile, West Central St. Andrew Trust Limited, Omega Bridge Finance, and the now removed Toledo Taxi Service.
Damn,
taxi. Robert Garvin.
Garvin?
Robert Garvin.
Never met the name,
never heard the name.
But I do remember positive.
Listen.
But I did set up Positive Jamaica, I remember that.
Right, but he's one. Positive Jamaica is in part a director by Garvin.
I know he was a director of
and by the way, one more thing. What about the fact that Garvin used this address, 28 Herb McKinley?
Because this is my address. It's precisely what I'm saying. You're at 28 Herb McKinley, no?
I know. Yeah. Why Robert Garvin used it?
Because we set up the company here. Garvin, I'm not saying that. I don't remember the name.
Separately, Robert Garvin is also listed as the director of Westkin Construction, along with one Donovan Simpson. Garvin used the address 25 Dominica Drive while setting up Westcon, the same address he and Honus used when registering West Central St. Andrew Trust Limited. Government records show Westkin Construction as receiving 14 government contracts, totaling 28.5 million Jamaican dollars, or around 386,000 US dollars. This was
So what are they? Some of the owners have all these companies, is sitting there and get government contract. And what is that? Make you continue to listen.
between 2006 and 2009, even as Honus or his wife shared directorships with Garvin on 4 entities.
Lord Jesus.
12 of the 14 contracts were under the GLP government, with which Honus has a career-long affiliation. 9 of the 14 list 0 or only 1 tender. 10 of the 14 were granted by the Minister of Education when Andrew Honus was minister, and by the National Works Agency and Social Development Commission for work in Honus's constituency. Honus even instructed the Social Development Commission to pay Westkin Construction just under 1.5 million Jamaican dollars, or around US $21,000 back then. He signed the document himself. There was only one bidder for cleaning, bushing, and trimming of the roadways in Honus's constituency of West Central St. Andrew, and no procurement committee approval. Payment was requested by Honus December 20th, 2007, and paid promptly on the same day. When contacted in a general sense, the current Social Development Commission head, Dwayne Vernon, said, while not the norm, it is possible to have a request and payment on the same day, especially when there's a contract in place with stated payment dates. Vernon, who didn't address this contract specifically, also said, the SDC does not procure for constituencies. This is the prerogative of the MP and his or her project officer. Civil society activist Carol Narcisse says, awarding of government contracts in Jamaica has been a long-standing cause for concern.
When each side is in government, there are uncomfortable levels of awarding of contracts to persons who are either political supporters, campaign financiers, or other connected parties.
We asked Honus whether he declared his relationship with Garvin while contracts were being awarded to Westkin Construction, but he didn't get back to us. We called Garvin, but he said he couldn't talk at the time, and he didn't answer our text message. When contacted, Garvin's partner in Westkin Construction, Donovan Simpson, he tried to distance himself from the inner workings of the company.
I don't know where these projects. I don't know how much was collected.
So you didn't benefit from these contracts, that's what you're saying?
No.
Even though his name is not on the filing, is Andrew Honus a part of this company?
No, not to my knowledge. No, man, he's not a part of it.
Do you know if Garvin is a friend of Andrew Honus?
Yes, yeah, man, they are friends. They are very close. Our friend, before Andrew went in politics, you know. I met him at Seattle office because Robert and Seattle were very close to each other.
Okay.
So the first time I saw Andrew is when Robert invited me to the Seattle office in New Kingston.
We searched, but could find no record of Honus declaring his relationship with Robert Garvin or Donovan Simpson. And the Office of the Contractor General would only say that we should request an investigation, which we did. When asked in a general sense, and not about Honus specifically, Caroline Hayes says these kinds of relationships should be declared.
In the procurement rules and guidelines that I've read, there's been a concern about whether there is a connection either directly, meaning you have an interest in a company that's bidding for public assets and public benefit, or indirectly, meaning it's in the name of a wife, in the name of a girlfriend, in the name of a child, in the name of an associate. It's the duty of our staff and any other public officers and officials directly or indirectly involved in the procurement process, especially in the preparation of bidding documents, evaluation, contract negotiations, contract management, and payments, to declare any potential conflicts of interest.
Whether Honus declared his relationship with Garvin remains unclear. However, Bailey, his attorney, is adamant that all assets associated with Andrew Honus were declared.
In every case, everything that he has owned from the time that even the time he set up ADMAT, going back to 2001, everything has been declared.
We checked with the Integrity Commission, but no one ever got back to us. Information submitted is usually confidential.
The law that governs it explicitly states that these declarations cannot be made public. And if they are made public, whoever makes them public is subject to a fine of over $1 million, right? These declarations of assets need to be brought under the ambit of the Access to Information Act so that we can request to see and be given or given a good reason why we can't be given.
In Jamaica, breaches of the rules governing the awarding of government contracts carry a possible fine of $1,000 or around $8 and/or 3 months in prison. See what happens when we try to get answers from Andrew Honus on the campaign trail. That's next on 18 Degrees North.
Share it out, share it out, share the light.
10 days later, I am a licensed real estate.
Jamaica's newest Prime Minister, Andrew Honus, may have wrested control from the People's National Party, in part because of his 10-point tax plan. During the election campaign, though, there were skeptics. Critics charged, how was he going to plug the millions in lost revenues in US dollar terms when his plan would essentially eliminate income tax on those earning the equivalent of around $12,000 or less? Honus's plan was to spur spending and generate more revenue from consumption tax while raising taxes on high-end earners. We caught up with Honus on the campaign trail. We asked him what else he had up his sleeve and why at the time was he listed as being behind on his property taxes. Where is the economy going? Have you done any analysis of your tax plan and what economic growth is going to look like in your first year?
I wouldn't want to give you a specific figure.
But your analysis must have produced something that is tangible for the people to understand.
Yeah, but I didn't say I would give you that figure.
But it has produced a figure.
Of course. Okay. Otherwise, why would you do that?
Give me a general sense of where we have on the low end and the top end.
I would say to you that if you're going to talk about economic growth, you should be above 3%.
Okay, that's a fair statement to make. Let's talk about some of the other taxes that you, tax incentives and lower rates. And
so
I think there was mention of some transfer taxes as well.
In general, you want to, our tax plan is to reduce transaction taxes. Part of economic growth is to get the velocity of transactions increasing, and particularly in construction and real estate, because those are major employment areas. So we will bring to the levels which we had them before our transfer tax and stamp duties, and estate taxes as well.
You seem to don't like taxes too much because
absolutely. I'm a small government, free enterprise. So I believe that markets work best and taxes are distortionary.
Okay. Is that why you didn't pay the property taxes on the home?
No, my property taxes are paid.
On the THS website, when we did the valuation numbers for your properties, the outstanding taxes are there.
No, my taxes are paid.
When we looked, there was your Great House Boulevard property. There was your property that's owned by ADMAT, which you say you're the sole director of. And then there's another property that we actually found under ADMAT as well, up at Wycliffe Close. All three were outstanding. And then we saw that at Wycliffe Close, taxes seem to have been outstanding since 2009. What about the other property, though, at Wycliffe Close?
That I would have to check on. I mean, that's been there for a little while, so I'll have to check on. But I don't want to distract from the message.
No, but you are the person that's saying that you don't necessarily love taxes, yeah?
Yeah.
And so you are the lead. You are a leader of this country, potentially the premier leader of this country come next week. And so I'm asking you the question, as the leader of a country, do you believe that your taxes should have been more up to date than the record reflects?
Yeah. What I'm saying to you, from my best recollection, I've paid my taxes. Now, if it is that they are outstanding, it's not an issue to pay them.
What?
Okay.
I'm not hiding from taxes.
Not hiding from taxes.
But ADMAT is designed for you to avoid potential estate taxes and transfer taxes. You're not
No, it's designed for estate planning.
Can't talk her off, you know.
Planning purposes, that means basically that you avoid some sort of taxes. And I'm saying, does it look good for a leader of a country?
I'm not clear that it's, when we set it up, it was never to avoid any kind of taxes. And it's not likely that I would be able to sell everything. It was set up merely as a way of holding assets. So it's a holding company. That's it. But in any event, you know, let's be clear.
Holding company.
Any citizen of any country is permitted. It's not illegal to establish, and many persons have.
No doubt. I'm not talking about the legality. I'm more talking about, does it look good for a leader to be trying to set up their situation so that they avoid paying tax?
No. Any company can
shut her down.
Avoid being in a situation. Look, but my view on the matter is this: you should plan your estate and plan the taxes the best way possible.
You just said a while ago that you don't see a sense where you would be able to sell everything. What's everything? What's everything?
You mentioned 2 properties.
There's Waycliffe Close, which is an open land right now.
Look, we'll talk again.
No, one thing I wanted to ask you about. Hold on, Mr. Honest. Mr. Honest, I must ask you a question. Can you give me a sense of who Garvin is?
She depend him. She depend him.
What's your relationship?
People, she depend him like a picture in a drunker back. Him couldn't shake her off. The Prime Minister couldn't shake off Zara Burt like him do to other journalists. Talk over them and then ask him no question, because everybody like them free that if they ask the Prime Minister real meaningful question. Me say, you know where the woman go find him? Campaign him on a campaign. You know? Which part ever say a journalist go do that? She go find him like I say the foreign journalists do it, them outside your house, them outside the building, in the parking lot, walk into your car, the subway, then dip on you and now let you go. You see, they're going to answer them questions, tell them to do something crazy. What you can't do, because the camera, the right part, you stick you up like a gunman. The camera will stick up like a gunman. Talking about taxes, people. They're talking about taxes, people. Let me tell you about this tax thing we should talk about. That man said this and that about taxes. The Integrity Commission has uncovered that several companies connected to PM Andrew Onis. May I show you something that love pay taxes? The Integrity Commission has uncovered that several companies connected to the PM Andrew Onis filed nil tax returns despite reporting income for 2021, 2022. Him still do it. This report is 7 years ago. Zara Burton, what you just hear a while ago, that report is 7 years ago. The whole life of this man in office, it seems as if it's just pure corruption. Look at it, 7 years ago. What I tell you? Now the man I look for voting back in and give another term. For the what? People, 7 years ago, this report me just read for you. Let me just play for you. That was the first, and that started the investigation from the Integrity Commission, even to Westcon Construction. 7 years ago. So you hear Cheryl mention 7 years ago about taxes. Check this out. Uncovered that several companies, and Integrity Commission has uncovered that several companies connected to PM Onis filed nil tax returns despite reported income for 2021, 2022. It said one company, Green Emerald, filed nil tax returns but gave loan of over $20 million to Positive Media Limited. Debbie, could you explain what I mean by filing nil? Could you explain to the audience, because some people might not understand, because we have all different type of people on the platform, and we are explain to them when the Prime Minister filed nil. Somebody could have, anybody, yeah, uncover that these are the Integrity Commission of people. These are 2021, 2022. These are 2 and 3 years ago. Remember, 7 years ago, you just listen to. So 7 years ago, the Prime Minister refused to pay taxes based on the story from the 18 Degrees North. But what you're looking at here now, It's 3 to 2 years ago, 2 to 3 years ago. The Integrity Commission uncovered that companies connected to the PM Andrew Ones filed nil tax returns despite reporting income for 2021 and 2022. You see that? It just happened. This was 7 years ago. So man still not compliant. It said one company, Green Emerald, filed nil tax returns but gave a loan of over $20 million to Positive Media Limited. Yo, people. Yo. Let me read something for you again. Table 6, page 57 of the Integrity Commission report. Table 6, page 57 of the report shows that between 2020 and 2021, the year after the general election, Andrew's net worth rose by an unexplained $67.3 million. His declared income for that year was $12.3 million and US 18K. So he declared $12.3 million and US 18K. But in 2020-21, his bank account, his wealth, his net worth rose by an unexplained, you can't explain it, $67.3 million. This is in the middle of the pandemic. 2020 and 2021 is in the heart of the pandemic. You may say? Huh. Ah, boy. So in the pandemic, this I'm gonna get richer and richer and richer. Brother, Andrew, best thing you do, go step down, my brother. He did not file any taxes. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie said he did not file no taxes. So, you know, man, I care about country. No, man, not no law, not go for him and his cronies. And if he might do it, what about the rest of politicians? Them on his side when they find the code of conduct. They don't sign a code of conduct. What about them? How many others have 28 bank accounts, more or less? How many more have houses and properties that paid off cash? How many more hide stuff in them family member name and a picnic name? How many more hide stuff in them driver name like what the royal readers alleged to have done? Filing open bank account in them driver name. Remember, it's not just your mother, your father, you can, and your picnic, you can put stuff in their name. Also, friend. How many more? People, thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope this opened your eyes this morning to see what's going on here. So it's tax evasion. All right, may I ask a question before I leave? Anybody know anything about law? Based on everything you hear since yesterday about what's going on with the Prime Minister. If you're law enforcement, you're police, what are the charges? What would be the charges? Tax evasion, embezzlement. Me don't know. Me no law enforcement. Anybody know about the law? What are the charges can be laid up on this man or should be based on what you heard from yesterday till today? Tell me. What are the charges? Embezzlement, tax evasion. What, people? More of you know. Well, guys, you write it in the comment section. You let me know all the charges. If you was a law enforcement, you'd lay up on this man. When you nothing for observer, no, now come round and go like so on regular news. You know, go away. Observer, no, you nothing for no. You call like a vlogger. Go away. Go away, observer. You're not cool. Jano. Wow. Wow. So I have to hear from PSOJ. What am I to say? PSOJ, what are they saying? The PSOJ, what am I say? Civil society in Jamaica. What am I to say about this? I hope when Mark Golden come out to give him statement, the PNP, because the PNP gonna talk, people, but them say, Mark Golden said them I read it first, which I believe is a smart move. Because since Mark Golden never had the privilege of seeing it like Andrew Ones, so he could have a response written, ready in a parliament to read detailed response. It showed me that you saw detail of the report for you to answer in the parliament, Andrew Ones, and I think. Because I think we out and say, no man, me not go answer to it, respond to it. Me I give them a DR so at least make it look like say, me never see it. But Andrew Ones, God don't like ugly. You don't know if you hide stuff. Me would come out in a parliament yesterday and respond to the thing. It make you look good. It make you look like you're up on your back foot and you look weak. Yesterday. Yeah. And you are weak. Yeah, you are weak. You're a weak man to be doing what you're doing in office. You shouldn't give a response yesterday if you wanted to convince the people that they did not see the report. What they did yesterday is show that you have that response yesterday, the response in your pocket, in your briefcase, wherever you have it. You prepare that, ready, so you come out in a parliament. The same moment the stuff was tabled, you have a response, written response, and you never seen it before. Anyway, make sense out of all of it, people. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Jamaican Carlos, people. Thank you for watching. I'm out.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again. What we go to eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss away, eat the yellow rat you. Use the youth, the money, waste and bust a mantis statue. Say we like a catch you, but we got in a figure you. Take this bit of money, God and say that it's not you. One day the man above end up, him a got up. Too much it in the kitchen, some a fly well like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you. It burn me 300% raise. It burn me garbage pile up the day. It burn me give the teacher them raise. It burn me I see corruption please. It burn me mash down the people them house. It burn me every day appear arms out. It burn me appear money them a thief. It burn me and them a sell out with each. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent, it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts, by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie. Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell lie for me.
The government, because the economy is growing, the government is now giving young people who are registered in heart approximately $150 each month to help them with the bus fare and help them with the lunch money. So nobody has any excuse not to go to school to learn a skill because you're getting help with the bus fare and help with the lunch money as well. If that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So if that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So
there is no tracking of people. There is no curtailing of people saying anything that is negative. That is absolutely not the case.
The person was tracked and their identity discovered.
Anyone can say anything and it is amplified around the country and around the world. And it is important that as we protect the rights of our people and protect the right to freedom of expression and speech, that at the same time it is grounded in truth.
Some 60 odd shelters across the country.
Go to any of our 780 plus shelters.
We have 900 shelters right across the island.